Hey there, and thanks again so much for sticking with us on Valley Por Vida, and I'm so glad you did because the moment that you've been waiting for is here. We've got your trivia time answer. Remember, we wanted you to scope out which one of the movies you see on screen is not a product of filmmaker Wes Anderson, and the answer is The Squid and the Whale. This movie starring Jesse Eisenberg was actually released in 2005 and Noah Baumbach directed it. Now, while it may have been a good one for the big screen, it wasn't Wes Anderson's, so that's your answer. Be sure to stick with us for more trivia time fun on Valley Por Vida every single weekday. After all, you'll never know what you're going to use what you learn. Plus, when you watch these films on TV, you'll be able to tell your family and your friends some fun facts and show off. So for now, while we may love keeping up with the star-studded cast in films like these, we may also wonder what it's like to live their type of lifestyle. How do celebrities live? At least, how do they go about with the lifestyle of having so much financially? They must have had some sort of team who helped sort out all their money and stay on track of their big Hollywood big bucks, right? Well, many do, and many turn to someone named Selfie Taylor for guidance. You see, Selfie is a financial advisor to some of the most well-known celebrities, Fortune 500 companies, and athletes. Right now, he's got an upcoming docuseries called Mind, Body, Money, and there's even a mobile lifestyle app to go along with it. I actually downloaded it myself after having had the opportunity to speak with him for a one-on-one exclusive sit-down about what it's like to work with Hollywood's top stars, and he's got some advice on what we can do to get money smart, mind smart, and body smart too.
Yeah, Mind, Body, Money is a series that I created, and as the name suggests, it's so important to have balance in those three areas in our life: strong mind, healthy body, and good stewardship of our money. Oftentimes we'll go, I'm miserable because I don't have money. Right? Well, if I gave you $10 million, you would just be miserable with $10 million. You have to have a strong mindset. Those that think they can do something and those that think they cannot do something are both usually right. Strong body, healthy body. No one was ever on their deathbed wishing they had more money, right? So you have to have health and wellness, right, to enjoy life. And then the money, you have to have the good stewardship of the money. So it's equal parts mind, body, and money. And so I've created a reality series and an app to go through the nuances of those three areas and give people inspiration and actual practical tools that they can employ in their lives to improve themselves. I would say that the biggest difference between an athlete and an entertainer and your everyday person, generally speaking, is when you're a doctor or a lawyer or a business executive, your career trajectory is typically 20, 30, maybe 40 plus years. When you're an athlete or an entertainer, your window might be 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. So the challenge is those people actually have to be more disciplined than your average person, right? If you're making money for decades on end, you could say, hey, Selfie, I've not been the best, made the best decisions financially, but I'm ready to right the ship and create a financial plan. And you can come to me at 40 years old and say that. If you're a 30-year-old athlete at the end of your career and go, I've blown all my contracts, can you help me? Right? It's not quite as easy. So I'd say that they face the same challenges that the everyday person faces. We all want to protect our families. We all want to accumulate, wealth. And I think one of the biggest misnomers is people are oftentimes confuse being successful with being a good planner. How could you have 10 million or 20 million or $50 million and lose it all? Well, just because you make $20 million playing basketball, right? Or you make $20 million making movies doesn't mean that you know financial planning and tax planning and estate planning. Those are two different things. So I think what we all seek, celebrities all the way down to your average person, is education. And so my role as an advisor is to simply give people the information to make educated decisions. When you know better, then you can do better, right? So that's why I love my job. No 2 days are the same, but I love helping people.
Now, I've actually been navigating his app the past few days, and it's super cool because it has video content, kind of like YouTube, but very specific on showing you how to open your mind, move your body, and grow your money. One of my favorite parts of the affirmation tool, which his team says is scientifically backed, replaying your personalized affirmation to you at a frequency and speed that has an optimal cognitive effect. And in turn, it allows you to reach your full potential. Now, Selfie has a long client roster that includes Hollywood celebrities and legendary Hall of Fame athletes, and he's so excited to share a positive outlook that you can adopt in your own life. No matter where you're at in life, you have something to give. I mean, Selfie began his career in life insurance in New York and now has reached the ranking of #1 broker in Los Angeles. He's also very dedicated to various nonprofit organizations, children's health and social services, and he's actually the founder of the nonprofit called Future Stars Camp for Kids, where he's dedicated to providing basketball training and life coaching skills. The second annual gala fundraiser for the Future Stars Summer Camp, and his entire goal was to help children improve their athletic skills and to succeed in their dreams. The special event included a cocktail reception, a silent and live auction, entertainment, and so much more, like funds raised for scholarship opportunities. It's amazing. And if that sounds like fun for your basketball student or child at home, feel free to visit futurestarscamp.org. And it's always so good to see community members and even businesses come together to benefit local children like that. And there are a lot of upcoming events to support if you'd like to take part in such a mission as well. For example, Stripes Stores announced their in-store charitable fundraising campaign, which will benefit Driscoll Children's Hospital. And this effort will raise money for kids and youth all across South Texas as part of their November Month of Giving program. This year, Stripes will celebrate its 27th year anniversary of its partnership with Driscoll, so we went ahead and spoke with their team to learn how we can help.
November is the month of giving, and Stripes Convenience Stores has partnered with Driscoll Children's Hospital. We have a program at Driscoll Children's Hospital called the Stripes Child Life Program. This program helps children with anxiety or helping them to pay their funds at the hospital. Last year, the hospital saw more than 28,000 patients. And 70% of those patients were not able to pay their hospital bills. And Driscoll Children's Hospital never turns away a child. That way, we at Stripes Stores are supplying a place for the community to be able to give back $1 at a time or more to the Stripes Child Life Program at Driscoll Children's Hospital. The dates that we're running this is through November 1st through the 30th for Giving Month. Be sure to visit your local Stripes store, donate $1, and help children in your community. All funds stay locally. Therefore, if you're donating here in the Rio Grande Valley, you will be supporting the new Rio Grande Valley Driscoll Children's Hospital that is coming soon. All funds stay locally. All funds go back to children where we work and live.
You can visit the website and or the social media page on your screen if you'd like details on this campaign as well as how you can donate. All right, well, that is all of our time for now. We want to thank you again so much for joining us today, and be sure to tune in again next time because we'll have a lot more in store for you on Valley Por Vida. We'll see you then.